What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here with Sione, now the last name. Are we all saying it wrong? Mata Uyutai?
Oh, I haven't heard that one before.
Bro, I don't know.
Yeah, we sort of got it nailed down now, but Matauti is probably the...
Matauti?
Yeah, Matauti is probably the closest we can get it.
I'll embarrass myself, but actually, I looked up I obviously looked up your wiki for the show.
Yeah.
And it has like how to actually pronounce it.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, they cut it down to syllables, yeah. No, it's been a long road, but it's not a common last name, so you can't really...
Bro, I'm feeling your pain. I know it's a bit different because it's like not foreign, but Denon, the name Denon.
Yeah.
Bro, my whole life has been a struggle with the good people know my name. Like, no one, they'll say Dean, they'll say Daniel.
Dean. Oh, okay.
Denim with an M. Oh. Anyway, but it's all good, brother. All good, brother. Man, Sione, the youngest ever player. Crazy.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you, brother, the last few years for you?
I mean, my debut year was obviously, such a roller coaster. It was... I don't know, couldn't imagine. I had one goal that year. I think it was just to play one NRL game and to play out my whole 20 season. And to my shock, I got an NRL game and probably played 7 weeks straight after that. And obviously making their Prime Minister's side, that was enough for me. If it finished there, I was a happy man. And then obviously I got picked for the big side. And originally it was just to get the feel for the camp and just to sort of be there as a shadow player, but never thought that I'd get a game. And then Sheensy said, game 2 we're on, and
boom.
Yeah, I don't know, it was a big roller coaster, and obviously the year after I just found out how really hard NRL was, and it's been good. I've learned heaps since then, and
so
it's been mad.
You look at achievements like this, and it often puts you in places to kind of reflect on your life. As a kid, we were always you clearly naturally gifted. I mean, whoever gifted you it, someone has gifted you the ability to play fantastic footy. But growing up as a kid, was it always, were you always that kid, you know what I mean? Or was it times where you weren't that kid, you were the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th,
Yeah, I sort of found it pretty hard. It was sort of grew up and I was, probably one of the better players in the team, and it was sort of something that I didn't really like because, there was... everyone wanted to be on my team and there was people left out. And but yeah, I wasn't always about footy. When I was younger, we were really religious family, and sort of my mum did it just to keep us off the streets. And my parents were volleyballers, and so
really?
my sister played national volleyball, and I don't know, then picked up a footy ball, and the older brother showed the way, and I just learned from there.
So you're religious, so is Mormon or
Catholic?
Yeah,
Catholic.
Okay,
Catholic. Pretty hardcore Catholic. We try and get out every Sunday to church, and Mum's always texting us saying, "Are you at church?" And it's something. It's good. It keeps us well grounded. I think that's the whole reason why most of our brothers we're pretty grateful. And
what I was going to say, like in today's world, when there's just so much going on, to have that foundation of a religion that essentially teaches to treat people well. That's it.
Yeah, 100%. That's it. And no matter how bad footy's going, my mum's always taught us that it's not as bad as other situations. We could have no house and that. So that's why you always got to smile and try and make other people smile. And lately we've seen a few boys in a few teams praying after games, which is awesome to see.
I love that.
No, it's good. It just gives us something to believe in and stay faithful in.
And I guess it gives you that kind of tether or connection to something when everything kind of feels like, man, this is too much. You've always got that connection to kind of go back to.
That's it. And keep you rock solid. And, just to keep your heads up.
No, that's good, man. It's as I said, in today's generation with so much shit going on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So you said you grew up in Sydney.
Yeah, I grew up
outside of Sydney.
Yeah, in Liverpool. I was born in Liverpool. Grew up in Bankstown. Played my first junior footy for Bankstown Cougars back then. I don't know what they're called now. I think Bankstown Sports or something like that. And my brothers, we all grew up through there. And probably when I was about 7 or 6, we moved up to Raymond Terrace. Continued our footy there, and that's when my brothers started making their rep side. So we moved into Sydney more for travel. Okay. And then kicked off from there. Played local league for the South Newcastle Lions.
Excuse me if for my I know Samoan and Tongan and are you Samoan?
Yeah, Samoan.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, that's it. You get that a lot because my name's obviously a Tongan name, and there's not too many Samoans with a Sione, but yes, Samoan.
Because I know that there is a long-standing rivalry. It's obviously not as bad as it is.
Yeah. People get a bit iffy about asking, so they just say usually Islander. It's probably the easiest way. Yeah.
It's funny because I look like like a wog, but I'm actually not a wog.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Happens all the time, bro. Trust me. Like, I've gotten free stuff from other wogs thinking that I'm a wog, bro. You know? Like,
that's the best.
And like, my sisters are blonde hair, green eyes.
Oh.
And yet me and my brother and my mum look like wogs. And then her sister is blonde hair.
Okay.
And so, like, it's such... But like, you're not going to believe me, but my granddad is Asian. So, bro, I know, it doesn't sound believable.
Wow, okay,
yeah. I feel your pain.
You got the mix up there. That's awesome.
100%, bro.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, so you grew up, and your older brother started making rep teams. Do you reckon? Because like my older brother was also like good at sport, and because I wanted to be like him, that's what got me in. Was that similar for you?
Yeah, it was pretty similar to mine. I think just because my older brothers played, I sort of had to play, and sort of didn't really like it as I played. I just did it because I couldn't argue with mum, and then as we got older, I sort of just got a knack for it. And, obviously the competitive side kicked in, and just kicked off from there.
And so you've got 4 brothers, and you're the second youngest?
Yeah, second youngest. I got 4 brothers, 3 sisters. Second youngest with a twin. Yeah, I got a twin sister.
Oh, you got a twin sister?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
my missus is a twin.
Oh, yeah, twin girl.
Twin girl.
Yeah,
twin girl.
yeah, awesome.
Not a twin dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a twin sister, and so you've got one younger brother. Is that, or is Pat older?
No, Pat's older. Well,
Pat
me and my twin are the youngest,
okay.
but I'm older than him by a few minutes or something. So we're probably equal, yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, like, growing up underneath my brother, I feel like all the things that like he did, I learnt off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so he was kind of like, even though I achieved more in sport, he was just as good. But because I learned off him, like everything that he had to go through, and I could watch that and be like, okay, I don't do that. Do, you know what I mean?
100%. I thought that was just me, eh?
Really?
Well, I was talking to 2 of my brothers. Like, all my brothers are sort of different at different things.
Yeah.
They got strengths in different things about footy. But, we talk about myself. I'm sort of all 3 of them combined to one sort of kind of thing. And, it was just weird. I thought it was just me. But, I think I just learned off my older brothers.
Yeah.
And they taught me. And because I've seen their errors and whatever, even in life in general.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it's like I'm all 3 of them in one. It's just weird,
Yeah, no, it's exactly the same. Like my brother was, like, literally, he was, everything that he did, I wanted to do no matter what.
Yeah,
like he was, and he still is. It's like, even though I'm 29 now, he's still, because like it's just a weird situation where all of his like decisions on and off, we played soccer.
Yeah.
And in running, we did a lot of athletics as well.
Yeah.
And so like, he would literally have a record, and then I would beat it by like 0.1, but it would only be because I started training a bit earlier.
Oh, okay.
Or he would go to nationals and come second or third, and I'd go to nationals and win or something like that.
Yeah.
So did you notice that as a youngster? Like,
I think probably when I was about junior high maths, when about 15, 16, I started to realise that my brothers are teaching me things, and I sort of wanted I wanted to be a bit better. Especially my older brother, we had this bet: if I made top grade before I was 18, he got to buy me some new pair of shoes. And my brother made it when I think his first training session he was 19 or something. And as I got picked in the preseason side, I was 18. So it's sort of little things like that. I always wanted to be
Did he buy you
better.
the shoes?
Yeah, he got me the shoes. My new boots,
like?
my new Nike, the Total 90s.
Oh, really? The Total 90s? Yeah. That's mad.
I still remember. And so even with little things like that, my brother said, if you got more runs than me this weekend, you will have little things, or you'd be better than me. It's just bragging rights kind of thing. And I think that's why I was sort of... they were always better than me, but it sort of just achieved a little bit more than them. So
it's just because it's not necessarily natural ability. Like, natural ability is essentially even, but it's just because you have those extra years of experience that they never were able to get because they didn't have someone going before them.
100%.
Yeah, it's so. And so you've got all 3 of them are in this night system.
Yeah.
Like, we could try and sit here and explain what that feeling is like, but what is that feeling like?
It sort of takes me back to the younger days when we were all living together. Now, back then it was mum picking us all up for training, and now it's me picking up all the boys going to training, which is sort of brings that that family feel back again, and it's just so awesome to have all the brothers back. And I think we learn really well being all together. We like to push each other and help each other get better, and it's probably one of the better years that probably Pat and Chanel have trained and really knuckled down, because they were sort of the 2 that didn't really take footy that seriously. So it's awesome, and Mum's happy for us, all of us, to be back, and Nan's just moved up to Newcastle, and it's a good feel around town now.
In a scale of 1 to 1,000,000, how proud is your mum?
Oh, I don't think you can rate it. She said them, like, she'll say all the time, if she passed away now, she'll die a happy lady, which is probably one of the best things you could hear as a kid. Yeah. And we just try and repay her back for all the hard years that she took us to training. Single mother, raised all of us, which is
all
8 of us. So it's
that's amazing.
Yeah. And as my 2 older sisters were old enough, they
started taking care
of us. So all the girls in our family are just something we're really proud of, and we just try and repay them back as much as we can.
You know what's crazy is, like, so you've achieved all these amazing things, and you played for Australia, and your brothers are gun footballers, and you're a gun footballer, and all these people know your name and everything like that. But nothing would even pale in comparison to what your mother achieved by bringing out 4, your entire family, 8 all up.
8.
8 all up.
Sorry, 7. Yeah,
7 all up. Like, it's crazy to think that the foundation was laid by your mother for this, this achievement of your entire family.
That's it, and it just gives us that drive. Like, there's nothing that we can repay her with, but we still try and make her proud and do good things. So it sort of pushes us as well, and we're just forever grateful, I think.
That's cool. That's very cool, man. Single mother, 7 kids.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a big job.
That's a massive job. Yeah. So growing up, you kind of followed in your brother's footsteps, and you said when you were 16 is when you kind of started thinking, I can do something here. Was that in a school team that you did that?
It was my first year of junior Haramats. I was 15, turning 16, playing for the local team, Newcastle Knights, and sort of made my first ever year in that. And I thought, this can get pretty serious. And then we had a lot of meetings with we had a lot of lectures with the older first graders coming down and saying, there's a small percentage of you guys making it through. And I think I just decided I wanted to be that small percentage to make it through. And like you said, I was gifted with a bit of talent. I was really grateful for that. And as the years got on, I learned that the talent's only going to take me so far. And I'm still working hard now to try and better myself. So yeah.
And so what was the reason? Was the reason because your older brother had been picked up at the Knights that you guys moved to the Newcastle, or what was the reason for that? I'm
not too sure. Oh, actually, yeah, my parents split up. I was only young, I think, that time. And then I think just better job opportunity for my mum to come up here. And I think at the same time, my brother was playing good footy, and just got picked up. Yeah, it all worked out pretty well. So, and it just happened that we like the lifestyle as well.
Oh man, Newcastle's a good place, and it's like similar-ish to Wollongong. It's got the cruisy, you can kind of drive wherever. Yeah,
100%.
So you're 16, you start realising that you can do something with it. Did you make all the Australian sides and everything like that from there on?
As a junior, I did. I think in I forgot what year I was. I was in year 12 and made the. My first Australian side was the 15s merit side, schoolboys. And then obviously making the origin size as a young kid in the Haramats and the SG ball, and then made the schoolboys side to travel and play New Zealand, and got the honour to captain the side as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Captain the side.
Yeah.
Damn. What was that like?
Yeah, it was a massive opportunity for me, a massive honour. I never thought I'd captain the side. There was plenty of talent there. I just try to be myself and lead by my actions, and it sort of got me there.
What was the convo like? Was it when he pulled you aside, the coach, and says, "I want you to be captain"? Were you shocked? Were you like, "Oh shit"? Or you kind of was already expected?
Yeah, I was pretty shocked because I wasn't really known. There was a few players that knew me a bit, and the tournament beforehand, I didn't play my best footy, and I think they were lucky to injury by Ewan Aiken. He was the other centre, and he pulled out injured, and just happened to get my shot, and I think just during the camp, just try to be myself, and just try and help the team and help the players, and just got the
captain.
The talk.
Boom.
Yeah,
captain. That's crazy, man. Did you win the game?
We lost the first game to New Zealand and won the second one against New Zealand.
So 1-1.
Yeah, so it was a 2-game match. I don't know why.
You know what's crazy is like the amount of players that are probably playing NRL on those two sides now. Like we look back on, it's so cool to see the evolution of each player.
Yeah.
You watch it. You look at Ewan Aiken, like he's playing really good footy now, and then you look at so when I was coming through, even though I played soccer till I was 17, but when I come through the reserve grade. It's so cool to see other reserve graders, make their first grade debuts and all that kind of stuff. Is there any guy that you've grown up with yourself? Because you're this young kid prodigy. Is there any other player that you've grown up with yourself that has? He's kind of the kid, the guy that's playing now.
Sort of one guy that really sticks out in my mind was Jackson Hastings. He's playing. I'm not too sure he's playing first grade lately, but he was sort of always a kid that was awesome talent. Yeah, he's just, everyone knew him, and he was just the number one man. And playing first grade, there was a few good players like Ewan, Jack Bird played with him a couple of times.
Bird, man. He's a gun.
Oh, he's a talent. So he plays above his weight. I think when we were playing together, he was playing lock, and he was about 80 kilos, 90 kilos.
Strong. I don't understand.
I don't know.
Where does it come from?
Not too sure. He's got a big gut probably there. I don't know, yeah.
Okay, so growing up, is there any other things that you kind of enjoy doing other than footy? Did you said you rode your bike here, so you're obviously into motorbikes.
Yeah, funny story. I think probably about 3 months ago, there was 16 of us. Trent Hodkinson obviously had a bike with his previous club, and he rode it up, and all the boys just decided let's all go get a license. So 16 of us all went and got our licenses, and Corbin's one as well. And then we did it over 2 weeks. All the boys got on the bikes, and now we got a little crew just right around town. And
Sons of Anarchy of Newcastle.
Yeah, that's what it is. It is pretty much. We're getting our own emblem now. We're getting shirts done up, and it's full blown. So
that's sick. I'm moving to Newcastle and getting a bike.
Yeah, 100%.
I want to be patched in.
It's not much. You just come in and join. Fill your petty up. You'll be sweet.
That's sick, man. That's sick. Yeah. So you all got it, and you're sweet now.
Yeah, all sweet now. So just ride around town. I think it's just easier just to get around because Newcastle's not a big place. You can just, it started off being with scooters, and now we've gone, full Harleys now. Yeah.
Damn.
So no, it's awesome. Just something to do on the side, and a few other boys just play a bit of golf and play a bit of golf, which is. Got to get away from footy as much as you can. It's
every person that I've ever spoken to that got a bike is always like, there's no way I can express how freeing it is just cruising around on a motorbike.
100%.
Is that what it's like?
It is. It depends what speed you're going at. Some of the boys like to thrash it a bit, but it's I don't know. You just the wind hits you. You're not talking to anyone. You're just cruising, and it's just free the mind a bit and bit of time to yourself.
Who's got the best bike?
Probably Hocko, he's got a big V-rod, it's probably worth about 30 grand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, paid it cash too. So salary cap there.
Hey, the big dog, is he?
Hocko's a big dog, for sure.
So what's it been like for yourself? You obviously, you make your debut for Australia as the youngest ever. When that hits, does that hit you? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, or not really? You just kind of keep it away.
It was a weird feeling. I didn't know. I just thought, I made the Australian team. I don't know how to feel. It was mixed emotions, and I think sort of as the year ended and had time to reflect, it really hit me. I was like, I was part of that team. I was playing. Once I looked alongside the players I was playing with, like Cooper Cronk, Craig Inglis, Sam Thaiday. I was watching them on TV 4 months ago. Now I'm playing with them. I couldn't explain it. But then obviously having that time off, I really just was so proud of myself, and I wanted more. It gets to really you get real greedy, and you want to get back up there. So you want to play footy and play the best you can. And I think that second year syndrome hit me, and
I got smashed with it, bro.
Yeah,
I got smashed into the friggin'. Still recovering. I'm pretty much dead.
It rocks you. It's once all the adrenaline goes, and all that. So forth of your first year, it's pretty tough the years after, and that's the massive thing I've learned is
and things just don't click, It's
weird. It doesn't. It just I think just everyone knows you now, and they come in numbers. I don't know what it is. It just
and the thing is, you can train just as hard and discipline and not take everything granted, but things just don't seem to be clicking.
It's just it's life. Not everything goes the way you plan, but. I just kept my head down, kept trying, and it wasn't one of my best years, and probably still have plenty more that won't be going good. But the things that I learned is what I take out of it, and I learned that NRL is a tough game played by tough people, and you play it week in, week out. You got to be really disciplined in how you go about it.
It's very underappreciated how hard it is to play consistently good footy week in, week out in the NRL.
Yeah, 100%. Even just to play footy week in, week out in the NRL, let alone playing good. It's tough, man.
100%. And also, you know, you're at the Newcastle night that is dealing with so much shit off the field, and you're this young guy, and it's like, fuck, what's going on?
Yeah,
like, you know,
exactly. And it's not the on field, it's the off field, and if it's not one, it's both. And it's just the way it is. You just got to smile, keep going, and just keep enjoying your footy.
And so mentally, last year for you, so when you do become the youngest ever guy, and you become that guy, and it's hard to explain being, you know, that guy, the youngest guy, especially, you know, beating names like Israel Folau and stuff like that. It's mental. You know, the next year for you mentally, what was that like for you? Was it extremely frustrating because you knew you had it in you, and you always had these expectations, and you're like, man, just let us, just give us a bit of freedom, give us a bit of time here. I just want to. Was it frustrating?
Oh, it was frustrating. It was, I think the expectations was sort of a big thing. Not from others, more so myself. You know, now I've sort of said to myself, I can make that team. Now I've got to be. I was probably one of my worst critics, so it was sort of hard on myself. And then obviously the external expectation was pretty hard as well. And I try to be all macho and say, hey, you know, so I'm not worried about it, but you know, it just it hits you a bit. And mentally it was probably pretty tough, and especially at a young age, I didn't know how to deal with things. And me being so young and immature, you know, I sort of just, you know, went out during the week and getting on the piss. So it's I didn't really deal with it the best way, and that's something I learned as well. And you know, probably better off for it now than you know, being going through all that experience.
And I guess, you know, you're a young man. There's only there's no like road already travelled for you to be able to know, okay, this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't be like, okay, I know this guy that has done this. Like, I know this guy that has played Australia at a young age and then struggled with form, so I can go talk to him and he can tell me how to feel about all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Was that something else you felt a bit like, who do I talk to about this feeling?
I did feel a bit alone. I thought, I always had my brothers there to talk to, but it sort of was still a bit different, you know. I had not in a big cocky way, but I sort of had a bit bigger name than my brothers, and it was sort of hard to tell them it was a bit different to their situation. But I sort of just bring it back to you know, my values, my family values. You know, being humble. You know, always have faith in God. And once I bring it back to that, I was just so blind to see that was how simple it was just to be. Yeah,
it's crazy. We can overcomplicate things quite often, eh?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
and it's really just as simple as long as you train as hard as you can,
give it your best, you come off smiling again. You know, that's what it is. So.
And so, where mentally, what are you feeling? So you have that. So you have the year last year, and you struggle with form and everything like that. Don't get me wrong, you're still playing decent footy. It's not like you're playing. It's just if you were any other 17-year-old, everyone would be like 18-year-old, everyone else would be like, you know, sweet, whatever. He's playing an 18-year-old's game, whatever. It's all good. But because of all the pressure and everything, obviously. You're going into the next preseason. Is it like time to reset here? I'm ready to go now, kind of thing. Yeah,
100%. I didn't have the full preseason after my first year just because of the nationals and that, and I think having the full preseason helped me this time, and bringing myself back down to earth. I really trained hard and didn't really rest on, you know, all my achievements. So I really tried to train hard, and it was sort of a bit better for me as well. And I think that's what pretty much helped me.
Kind of gave you that motivation again too, like that kind of hunger to want to achieve more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So, and there was a lot of help from the coaches and the players, and I spoke to a few players that they really did help me out. And I was
going to ask you that. Like, who's been someone as a player that's really been a leader for you? That's someone that you've really obviously your brothers would help you and love you no matter what, but outside your brothers, who's been a guy that's really been there for you to be able to bounce off?
Yeah, I think, when Tariq was here, he was a massive help to me. He was sort of someone being so young as well helped me out. And
massive raps on him as well.
Yeah. And Jeremy Smith, I look to him like he's family to me. And he's an old head. He knows a lot. And
been through it all.
Yeah, he's been through it all. So a few chats and a few talks. He always just has an answer for it or something. Just the way he goes about it. Just
you can't really put into words or label what that thing is, but it just is.
I think just having him around as well is just like you said, you can't really explain it.
And I mean, even a guy like Gay Guy, you could relate a lot to him.
Yeah.
He had huge promise coming through the Broncos.
Yeah.
Like, he was the next Justin Hodges, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then he struggled, and he come here, and I mean, look at him now.
Yeah.
Absolutely killing it.
Gags, he was a lending hand as well. He sort of brought up a few things from when he was at the Broncos as well. And I think, his upbringing was, he got that big limelight kind of thing. And he was a massive help to me as well. Yeah.
And so, as you know, off the field, the Knights this year, what's the feeling like for you guys? Is it, are you still positive? You've got such a young side, and we spoke about this earlier. And sometimes it isn't youth; it's just not playing well. But yeah, what's the feeling like?
Yeah, internally at the club, it's awesome. The boys, we train good week in, week out. You get the odd one day off that we don't really train well, and all the boys are clicking. I think we're still positive. It's just that future goal and the future vision of the rebuilding phase of the club, and our team being so young that as the more we play together, the better we'll get, kind of thing. And I think that ultimate vision is what's keeping us really positive, and we know that what Brownie's got in plan for the club, it's going to be better long term, but like it is short term, it's not the best. But we just got to hang in there real tight with the boys and just get through it. We'll only come out better.
And what is, I mean, obviously you don't have to go into detail, but what is the plan with the guys? Like, what is the kind of, we want to get this many wins in this many weeks? Like, what's the plan?
I don't think we're bringing it down to the wins. I think one focal point that we did bring it down to was just to compete every weekend. I think as a team we struggled consistently to compete, or certain players compete hard on different weeks. And
just to be clear to people listening, to compete is the goal of every club. Like, no club says we need this many wins, or if you're going out there and competing, usually everything else takes care of itself.
Well, it gives you the best chance to win. If we go out there and we don't compete, you already lost at the start. So if we at least put ourselves in a position to compete, in every aspect of the game, we sort of give us a chance to a good time to win. So I think that's what we're really bringing it down to. But what else we're looking forward to is just a combination with the younger boys, and blooding in a few younger boys that obviously the hometown wants some local players in the team. So, and Brownie's put that in place, and hopefully his plan pulls off, and we'll just keep working at it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's so tough, especially like a good thing about being, when I was at the Broncos, you didn't hear about anything off the field. You don't know about it. It's off the field, like as in the club as a whole, you didn't hear about it. They took care of all of it, and you never had to worry about it. But it's been a bit different for you guys. You've had to hear about what is going on at the club, who's, certain things are being paid, certain things aren't being paid. Yeah. Is that annoying? Like, you're like, fuck, man, I don't want to worry about that shit. I just want to play footy well.
It does a bit. You try not to sort of listen to all that kind of stuff. But being a one-team town, it sort of doesn't really help. And
bubble.
Yeah, talk gets around, and you walk around in public and people are like, what's going on? Is Robbie staying? Who else is gone? And why did Terry leave? And I mean, it's just the way it is. It's what comes with footy, and it does get a bit tough. But you just got to
hang in there,
brush it off, and keep going.
So, what's been for you personally when you think of a happy memory in footy? What's obviously playing for Australia, but what's been your favourite try, or favourite run, or favourite play, or something like that?
I think obviously the debut is sort of the big one, and having it with my brother was pretty special. But I think that year I debuted, we played Melbourne at home, and we won on the bell with Gidsy kicking the goal kick. I think that was one of our better games that I truly do remember. We tried really hard, and just that waiting for the goal to go over, feeling it was my first ever time, and I've always watched it on TV. And
you were there,
just to be there on the field and contribute was one game to fully remember. And that's probably been, other than the debut and other Australia and that stands out pretty high. And
when you did make your debut and you made it with your brother, you said, what was the phone call like? Were you just told at the same time? Were you told at different times? Like, what was the conversation like between you and the coach and you and brother?
Yeah, Bennett. I think he hinted me a few months before. I sort of had to wait till I turned 18, and
that's crazy.
He kept asking me. I was the trainee. I was doing a traineeship with the Knights, just in the office, working with the NRL crew, and I would always see Bennett walk in, walk out. I say, "Hey, when do you turn 18?" I was like, "Oh, probably 2 more weeks," and he was always asking me, so sort of hinting me a bit. And, he gave me a month to wait after I turned 18, and he sort of early in the week he sort of let me know, like, I think you're going to play this week, and sort of question mark if Chanel was playing. He's like, "Oh, you know, if one's not alright, Chanel will play." I was like, "Oh, okay." So later on in the week he got named, and it was pretty special. A funny story, I called my mum. They were like, "Oh, where's your mum? We got to set her up." I was like, "Oh, my mum just went to Samoa. She's on holidays." And it's like, "Oh, call her back. We'll fly her back." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sweet." So we got on the phone, called mum. I was like, "Oh, mum, we're playing footy this weekend." It's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Yeah, we're playing first grade. I'm debuting with them." And she's like, "Oh, really? Oh, you just recorded on the Foxtel then?" I was like, "Oh, you're not going to come watch it?" So she usually doesn't like to come watch because she doesn't like seeing us, get hit or whatever. So she waits till we come home and
just record it.
Just record it on the Foxtel. I was like, "No, we're playing. They'll fly you over." So the Knights were good enough to fly my mum back home and got the family up. And
it's funny, just record on the Foxtel.
Yeah, so she's still a fresh old lady. She's broken English. So love you, mum.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, so like she's just like, "Yeah, sweet."
Yeah,
like, whatever.
Yeah, she's over there lapping it up on the islands, drinking cocktails. So she wasn't too bothered.
Oh man, it's like got this like all these people ready to jump at helping her out to get back. Like all the officers like, yeah, of course we'll help. Pay the flights, pay for this, get you here, get you here. Yeah. We'll set up a private. And she's like, no, it's
just sweet. Don't worry, it's all good. She's chilled out. Nah, she's real chilled.
And I guess you make your debut, and your brother makes your debut was on the same day, and then so when did that was you and Chanel, you said?
Yep.
And then so Pat, when did he make his debut this year?
This year, round 1, yeah.
But Peter had made it.
Oh, he played probably about
2014,
yeah, I think so, a couple of years before.
Yeah, okay, so he'd already experienced it and kind of been through it. Was he someone, like, obviously you speak to all of them, but was he kind of a guider for you, like, because he had done it? And showed you what you needed to do?
Since growing up, he's always been that father figure for us, and I think he was probably someone I was most proud to tell, because he was always helping me with my game, and he was sort of, guiding me a bit. He gave me a bit of advice, but he just said, just play. Hey, whatever got you there, how you've been playing, you just do the same thing. So, he was so proud. He's proud of me and my brother. He come up to the game and went back down to Wollongong that night and played the next day. So,
are you stoked that he's back?
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so happy. Yeah. So, probably don't need much guiding now. We can do it together. It's good. He's staying with me for now and until he gets his house sorted.
That's cool, man. That's cool that he's back. And I guess, like, is there a player when you were growing up, who's a player that you looked to and, liked the most as a player? Like, as in, was there a certain centre, winger, fullback, or...?
Oh, well, as growing up, I was centre, second row, so I sort of favoured playing centre. So I used to really look up to Steve Matter and just how aggressive he was. And, Matt Cooper, there was just sort of two players. Matt Cooper was a really smart defender and a really good player, and they were sort of the two that I really looked up to and try to base my game around. And
what team did you go for growing up?
I was a Doggies fan.
Fan?
Growing up Bankstown for a little bit and played for Bankstown Cougars. I was a Doggies fan for sure.
Nice.
Me and probably only one of my brothers goes for the Dragons. Chanel goes for Dragons. The rest are all Doggies fans. So,
was there any stories for us? Any banter between the Doggies and Dragons that have happened between the boys?
No, not really. Only when we played Pete, as I think in the cup semi-finals a couple of years ago, my two brothers had a fight with Pete. I think playing against each other.
They had a fight.
Yeah, they. I think it was a New South Wales Cup semi-final at Leichhardt Oval, Steelers versus Knights. I think it was probably early in the second half. Pete grabbed Pat and they were sort of jersey punching, and my mum's on the sideline screaming at them as I'm sitting there having tinnies and drinking up tinnies. I was loving it. And,
man, so was there a punch thrown or no punch thrown?
Oh, there was a sneaky one thrown or something like that, and then I don't know what happened.
Whose fault was it?
It was Pete's fault. He started it. So,
did he?
Yeah, he started some more. Last year, me and him almost had a fight as well.
Really?
Down at Win Jubilee. So, he's a grubby old player.
He's the big dog.
Yeah, he tries to be. He's the oldest brother, tries to be big dog, but he's the shortest out of all of us. So. It's just a little. He was always taught us when we were growing up, no friends on the field. So I think he took it pretty seriously.
Hey, at least he's living up to his word.
Yeah. So that's good.
Oh man, that's sick. That's funny. It's like on the field fight. What about the Morris brothers? Did you remember that when they pretended to have a fight? Yeah. So I guess going forward for yourself, like, what is the goal for yourself over the next 12 months?
Ultimate goal is to just, sort of start playing consistent footy. That's the main one. I've sort of last year, just up and down, playing good, playing bad. Playing consistent footy, and then obviously after that, I really want to try and make a Blues jersey. I'd be really proud New South Welshman. So try and make a Blues jersey in the long term. But as for now, just play good footy for the Knights and get the Knights back on board and
because you're 19 now. Hey?
Yeah, no, I just turned 20 last Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, so fucking young, bro.
Young, eh? Yeah.
So young, man. It's got so many years. Think about that. You've got 12 more years to do this.
Hopefully, yeah, that's
bro,
it.
I'm telling you, right now you probably feel invincible.
Yeah.
When you hit 30, you'll be like, where the fuck did that shit go?
It goes so fast. Yeah, I've been told that, so I'm not looking forward to it. So,
and I know, like, deep down, you don't believe me right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're feeling.
You'll probably be sitting here interviewing
someone else, saying the same thing.
Saying the same thing, bro. And you'll actually have a video of me saying it to you,
and then put it on the same screen. Yeah.
What's actually something because you're so you're not so young at 20, but so young in context. What's it been like for you, social media and this this new generation? You grew up with it. This is, it's a part of your life, and it's not something foreign to you. You know what I mean? So you guys kind of embrace it. And I think it's a really good thing. Obviously, it's like my whole career is social media. But what's that like for you? Do you enjoy the social media aspect?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's like you said, something I grew up around. I'm probably on it too much these days.
Yep.
And it's good. Obviously there's a downside to it with what I do as well. But I've sort of learned how to deal with that kind of stuff and sticks and stones kind of thing. And I love it. I'm a big fan of social media, and as the world's changing, the society is changing around social media now. And just found out you can do resumes on on the app now, and businesses are starting to look at that.
You can do what? Sorry?
Yeah, it's like a resume. You can.
Oh, resume.
Yeah,
really?
LinkedIn. Have you heard of LinkedIn?
LinkedIn. Yeah.
So it's not a resume, but sort of businesses look into that now, and
that's really good for a footy player.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, my advice would be like fully embrace that shit.
Yeah,
because if you can build your own platform, let's say you have 60,000 followers by the end of your career. You probably have more than that, but let's say you have 60,000 followers. The amount of money that businesses would pay wishing that they had that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like a lot of kids, man, like the opportunity you guys have is massive.
It's massive,
So massive.
100%.
Yeah. Embrace that shit. But is there anything else that you like? Do you play any video games or anything? Like I love gaming. I fucking love that shit.
You're a gamer?
Bro, I'm a motherfucking gamer.
What are we talking? Bro,
I used to be hardcore COD.
Oh,
Used to be hardcore. I play Overwatch now. That just got released like only a few weeks ago. But bro, everything like Skyrim, fucking GTA, The Witcher, you name it, I've played it.
I don't know. There's a few of the boys are hard gamers. Like me and my brothers, we've just at my house we set up upstairs and got we call it the loft now. Got a couch, beanbag, 2 TVs. Yeah, we just put the PlayStation, Xbox up there. And
what are you, PlayStation man or Xbox man?
I don't know now. See, I used to be PlayStation on COD. I used to smash it and. Now we've got the both. I just play 2K on Xbox, basketball, then Madden on something else.
I like the Xbox control better.
Yeah?
Do you like the PlayStation control better?
I like both. I don't know. Sometimes the PlayStation one, a bit too small. And
exactly. It's too small. But I like the Xbox one.
It's more. I don't know. I'm sort of more used to it now. I play it every day. I'll just smash it every day. But
so who's the best brother? Who's the best player at 2K out of the brothers? And has there been any punch-ons over at basketball? Surely there has been.
Massive debate, honestly. With Peter, my oldest brother, we always had this. We got asked this question on Knights TV the other week, and he said him. I said, man, it's hard. It just depends, I like to random. I like to random, and
bro. fucking just say what you really think.
I'll say me. Yeah.
But don't you have records? Like, as in, don't you like on your accounts, your different accounts when you play each other?
Nah, see, we don't go online on it. We don't have online accounts in that. Like,
oh, really?
We just play as soon as you go. You just play. So we try and remember, but we just do by the night. So we play 20 games in the one night.
You gotta have a board, bro. You gotta get a board.
You gotta start.
Marketing.
FIFA, everything. It's crazy.
So you reckon you're better at FIFA and 2K?
FIFA, I'm not. Probably P it is.
Yeah.
2K, I reckon I'm better, but I think Dan Gagai takes the title for gaming.
Gags?
Gags is nuts.
Really?
And he gets fiery, man. He hates losing.
Really?
He's a sook guy, but I'll give it to him. He's a gamer.
So he's number one. He's a big dog in the game.
He's pretty good.
Arena.
Yeah. He's good. Boxing, everything. He's got a down pat.
Far out. That's
good.
Gags, eh? Jeez. So has there been any banter? Like, I mean, like me and my brother have had massive blow-ups over video games.
Yeah.
Any blow-ups between?
The older boys do. They've had punch-ons a few times. And, I think Chanel, he used to love playing like one-player games and like shooting games. And I think the worst thing, just got the controller and just split it over his head. And just mum took the PlayStation before anything happened. She just took it away, and as we got older, bought our own one. So,
bro,
it's plenty of punch-ups. It's awesome. It's good.
This one time, when I was much younger, I asked if we could rent a video game, like, to my dad, and he's like, no, we're not renting some, like, because we grew up okay, but not a lot of money, so it wasn't just easy for him to go and get me a game.
100%.
Anyway, so I was like, throw this big tantrum. Got we had a wooden door, and I got the door, and I was like, ripped it off. He come in the room,
fine,
picked me up by my hand, and just smacked the shit out of me, man. I was like, anyway, so he smacked the shit out of me. I'm like swinging in his arm, and because I'm trying to be hard, I walk away like it didn't hurt. And so I walk away like walking real awkward, and then I went in the other room and started bawling my eyes out.
It brings back a lot of memories, man. Mum used to come in foreign heaps of times. We used to play a game on Sunday, not let her play games Sunday, and she used to come in, find us, take the controller out, hit us over, take it all, threw it in the bin, and she's like, wow, man. But,
favourite rapper of all time?
That's hard. Probably, I'll give it a Eminem, probably.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Eminem or J. Cole? I'd say Eminem. J. Cole's up there, but
J. Cole, I reckon, like, I know people compare Kendrick to Tupac a lot, but I honestly reckon J. Cole is the Tupac of our generation.
Yeah, 100%.
He is 100%. The man.
Yeah, that's real, man.
Have you seen him live?
No, I haven't seen him live, man. I've seen videos of it, but I don't know when he's meant to come back soon.
So you know that, was it called Rapture? Rapture was him. So he opened. This is how hectic it was. He opened. Kendrick played after him, and Eminem played last. It was the fucking craziest night of my life, bro.
When was this?
This was like 2 years ago. It was in Sydney Stadium, man. Like, I got videos, and it's just like the whole stadium is just packed, and they just killed it. Killed it.
Mad,
bro. It was so good. I was just there just with my missus, like, not even with the boys.
Yeah.
And I still loved it. Like, it was fucking sick. So yeah, he's a man.
Top two, they're the best. Eminem, J. Cole, that's it,
bro. Eminem, lyrically, no one can come near him.
Yeah,
not even close.
Even other artists have said that too, and it's like, fuck. This
have you seen the interview where Game is like?
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
He's like, bro,
that white dude crazy, man.
100%. Favorite movie of all time.
Favorite movie. Remember the Titans? Probably.
Good. Denzel makes any movie good, bro.
He's the man.
He is the man.
If you could impersonate him, you could have any lady you want.
Bro, he's just the smoothest dude in the world.
Yeah.
Like, if he was hitting my missus, I'd be like, why aren't you?
Yeah. Go, darling, go.
Why are you waiting? Like, I hope you're not waiting for me.
100%. Yeah,
he's my number one. He's my favourite actor of all time.
Takes the title.
He makes he can make a normal movie that isn't that good mad.
Yeah.
But if there was someone else in that role, the movie would be like,
it'd be okay. Yeah. American Gangster, he tops it off. He's the man in that.
Well, it's like 10%?
Yeah,
10%? Balls!
He's your 20%.
I might go home and watch that, bro.
I was watching it last night on Netflix. It was good.
Man, that's the sickest movie. All right, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll probably have you on in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been 45 minutes. Doesn't feel like it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, that's all right. I don't know. I didn't think I was going to talk that long. So.
No, bro. It's a way better like setup, I reckon. Just being able to chat, it's so much better than the old kind of formula. But yeah, thanks so much for coming on, brother.
No worries. Thank you for having me.